Epic TR, then Heroic TR, my level 30 Artificer. This tune here, Planky, is my secondary tune. My main is Planky, second is Planky. So I have a few past lives on them, nowhere near my main, but I do have some. So basically I'm going to show you guys how I set this one up as is. I tried to go pure range DPS. I probably could have done a few things a little different to get a little more, but I did want to do a little spell casting as well. Right now I am tree. It's active. So here's my destinies. I'll start just going over my gear and everything, then I'll show you guys how to TR and all that stuff. For those of you that don't know, or it's been a while, need a refresher. There's a few things here I could have probably spent a little different, but it worked pretty well. I was testing some things out. This wild shot was not worth getting, considering repeater shoots 3 times. This is pretty slow. In this tree, I would crit with my bow, my crossbow. I've seen upwards to 4K per bolt. About 3.9 I think was the most I seen per bolt. Pretty good. I don't think that's bad at all, considering I don't have top end gear. I mean, I have a lot of the Barovian stuff, but I don't have a lot of raid items. I'm wearing some heroic green steel. But here's my twists. Sense weakness is real nice. You run up to some mobs, throw lightning sphere, which will it dazes them for a short period of time, rendering them helpless, which I deal extra damage. So I like to do that, throw that in a mob, and then run up and start ranging them. Crit damage, +6 to crit hits before weapon multiplier. I have Cocoon because I was running around with some people. Cocoon doesn't do anything for me except for give me temporary hit points, doesn't heal me. And I'll show you why a little bit later with a feat that I took that was a Warforged feat. So that's why I twisted that in. I love Purge the Wicked. I think that's pretty nice. And Petrification stacks up 25 times at the bottom. Plus you get the 2 confirmed critical hits and the +2 to critical hit damage. In this Destiny, I chose Divine Energy Resist because it gives more than the ship buffs. Made me a little bit more survivable, I suppose. And Unyielding Sentinel, this is what I had chosen. I loved running in this. In Unyielding Sentinel, I was able to do most of the Barovian stuff on Reaper 4 Legendary solo. It was kind of a crawl, but I could do it. I could self-heal. That's without a hire, without my dog, just me. So I thought that was kind of impressive. I definitely like that. In Shirardi, it was... I could solo Reaper 1. I could probably do Reaper 2, but I didn't try anything above Reaper 1 on that stuff. It was just too time-consuming. I was spending more time healing and things like that, trying to kite. Of course, when I chose this, my twists were a little different. I think I still had these 2 here. The critical damage, sense weakness. I think I still had Purge the Wicked. I forgot what my other 2 were. I think I always had Cocoon, just for when I ran LFMs, things like that, so I could kind of heal others. But yeah, I would run this in the Vigor of Battle. for the additional hit points and such. Okay, so destinies. Here's my Reaper tree. I didn't run very much, but 78k Reaper XP. It's just all from Barovia. So yeah, running the. I think I ran a handful, maybe like, I don't know, 6 quests or so out there, 5 quests on Reaper 4, soloed, and got most of these points. Did just a couple Reaper ones between the 2 destinies, but barely having any Reaper points. I thought that was pretty nice to just step in on Reaper 4. Thought that was pretty cool. Okay, enhancement points. Oh, nice. They reset, but that's okay. I had some stuff here in the Harper. I don't know why that reset, but I'll try to real quickly spend them back. I thought they were here the other day. I looked, and I thought they were here. Give me just a second. Heck, know the angles. And I believe I got one more point in this. Yes, so this is how my enhancements were. I guess I didn't realize. I should have seen it down there, but I've been moving gear around, removing some gear, so there's a few things here that's missing. Just getting ready to TR. So as far as the Warforge, I went up here more because I wanted the additional con. So I did take a feat, and I'll show you that here in a little bit, like I was talking about earlier. Actually, let me show you that now real quick. So it's a Warforged feat, so racial feat. It's called Improved Fortification. It improves your Warforged fortification, granting you immunity to sneak attack and extra damage from critical hits. And now there's a catch. However, you lose the ability to be healed by spells from the healing sub-school, such as Cure Light Wounds. So that's what it says. It's also, you know, anything, the heal scroll, regenerate, things like that. Cocoon, consecrated ground, all that stuff you cannot be healed by anymore. So basically, I'm relying on my reconstruct and my repairs. You can be healed by the gold seal elixirs, but in Reapers, it's really not worth using them unless, like, you just need that itty bitty bit more of healing to keep yourself afloat. I like taking that for solo capabilities, but if you're running around doing raids and stuff, healers hate that because they see you're down in health. They try to throw you a heal, and oh, how come you're not getting healed? Well, speaking for myself, I usually am some sort of healer type class, and speaking for myself, yeah, it's just kind of an annoyance thing. So it's something you want to consider on when you're running. What are you going to run? Are you going to run this tune in groups a lot? Are you going to do solo stuff? Are you going to be running with another tune that's Warforged, or a Sork, or a Wizard that can throw Reconstruct on you? So it all depends on how that pans out. So, love the feat. I actually did this build before I ran any Reapers. I forget how long this build has been like this. I think right after the Harper Agent came out. I think somewhere in there. He's been this Artificer a long time, so he's ready to tee. So now with the Reapers, I mean, I might do things a little different. this next life, I'm really not going to do things too much different, but I am going to do things a little different because I'm going to be doing mostly soloing. Because up and coming here, for those of you who don't know, this is going to be my tune that I'm going to go ahead and try to run most every, if not every quest, and show you guys where I know of all breakables, all collectibles, every trap box, all that stuff. So I am going to be TRing this tune, Planky, into a Warforged Artificer again. I am going to probably be self-healing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing elites or if I'm going to do Reaper 1 or 2s or what I'm going to do. I mean, it's probably going to vary per quest, so I'm probably going to go back and forth between elites and Reapers. Because I don't want to take too long doing the stuff, just to show you guys, because I know something, when I was a new tune, I wish somebody did this for me, because it's some content that's really helpful. You get stuck in a quest, you're trying to do everything, you're looking up wiki, it's not making sense to you, you're a visual person. That's kind of why I want to do this, to help my viewers out here. Now I did get this, it's just like eschew materials, but it's not necessary. It's just something that I used to cast spells a lot, so it was something running epics I like to get. But you know, you got your intelligence for your damage, intelligence for your attack, excuse me. Know the angles. You read that right there. So that adds the additional damage because you get the additional, insight bonus to damage on the DCs of your tactical feats equal to 1/2 your intelligence modifier for the duration. Here's more range power, universal power. You know, you guys kind of look on wiki and things, but yeah, there's that. So here's my armor class in this 49% defense. I have 7 max dodge. There's my PRR, MRR, my saves, my fort, which, if you remember, you go over to my feats here, and I am immune. Granted me immunity to sneak attacks and extra damage from critical hits. So, right there, fortification really doesn't matter much because of that. So that's probably why, that one feat in particular was probably why, when I was an Unyielding Sentinel, I was able to solo the Reaper 4s. Because I wouldn't get critted, and I would not get sneak attacked. So standing here with my rune arm, here's my spell power, 713 electric. I have a 44% crit chance. I'll just start on my gear down here. I gotta craft the ritual bonus on these, or on one of them. It doesn't stack if you do both. I gotta still do that. I have the Quiver of Alacrity. I was using that most of the time. It's pretty nice. There's the 3 bonuses on there. Reaper Magical Resistance Rating, Reaper Power Boost, and the +2 Shield Boost, the Mythic. Got that a long time ago when they first came out with Reapers, I do believe. I like running around with the Epic Fatal Flaw. I'll start up here. So right here, Heroic Green Steel. Nothing impressive. Same deal here. Nothing too impressive. I know there's better trinkets, there's a lot better gear than most of the stuff I have. But I just never spent the time to get it. I had my master's gift on this. Basically using that for the repair lure. Using this for the deadly. I could have even upgraded that. You know, I have tons of the epic components to get the epic Ring of the Master Artificer, which is from the Cannith challenges, for those of you who don't know. So, and that's pretty nice too, because you got the one clicky on there for the reconstruct. So, let's say you run out of spell points and you're trying to run away or whatever. It's kind of a nice little added bonus. Taking some damage. You click on it. Love that docent there. Halfway down, the +9 insight bonus to AC and to saves. So that gives me 9 to my saves. 50 physical sheltering. Well profane rounded. Mythic armor boost 2 on it. And then I threw the Sapphire Resistance 7 on it, so look at my saves when I take it off. That's huge. That's huge. 38, 46, 26. 55, 63, 43. So yeah, so that's my gear. Weapon sets I was kind of messing around. I don't know what's what here anymore, but I just swapped between the 3. The 2 I showed you have equipped now. Then this repeating heavy crossbow. And then I got a great crossbow. I was just trying out the endless fuselage with the great crossbow. It definitely does increase the damage. It's pretty nice. Look at the base damage on it. It's 80.5. Where this one here is 57.75. So with the endless fuselage, you don't get the load time, the reload time. It instantly reloads, so it's real nice for heavy crossbows, or excuse me, great crossbows. So I'm gonna go over my skills. You see where I spent my points. I think just my intel was so high, I just started throwing stuff in other things. I don't know what I was doing here with the jump when I was heroic. Probably needed some jump, got some. So I could switch my gear around. I can get well over 100 search and 100 disable device. I think I get them up to like 110, 115 or something like that. Just with my gear. I'm not going to go over all that. Uh, 51 UMD, that's pretty high. Highest I ever used, I think, is 44. I don't think I have any scrolls on me. 42. Yeah, I think that's the highest I use is 42. So that's why I spent my points. Go over it again real quick. And 0 for everything else. Alright, now time to get into the good stuff. Past lives and all that. So I took Holy Strike. Weapons gain Ghost Touch. That's pretty nice for the Reapers. Thought there was another one that gave range power, but I'm not too sure. I don't know exactly why I took that one. It's been so long. Oh, speaking of that, 10% double shot. I did not go over my range power. Let me show you guys that. And double shot. So double shot's 43.55. I forget what gives that 0.55. It's an item, I do believe. Range attack speed's 10%. I believe that's from the quiver. Yep. So Intel, I went high as possible in Intel as far as leveling up and start. And I believe I put the rest in con. I don't think I did anything. Maybe, yeah, a couple in dex. Thinking for feet. Honestly, I do forget. Oh, that's that new feat there. Cool. Overwhelming critical. Got epic reflexes, so I do not fail on a roll of 1. I think that was pretty big too, especially, I'll show you. I got 63 in this tree. But I did take another feat later on here. I'll show you that uses my intel for reflex instead of dexterity. Here's my epic past lives. Got block energy once, brace 2 times, colors of the queen once, double shot 3 times, energy critical 3 times, fast healing once, fortification 3 times, power over life and death 3 times. My heroics, barbarian once, druid 1 time, favored soul 1 time, fighter once, ranger, I took that one, and warlock, I took that once. So this will be my first artificer heroic TR when I do that. My special feats. This is from the favor, was it Argonescence favor for Giant Hold? Some other quests too, but though I currently have +5 ability tomes, +2 fate tome. Got 1 to the MRR, 1 to PRR. Got 1 racial point. I believe that's from the pre-order of Barovia. Took that 2 times. And these tomes here, the inherent magical, physical, ranged power, they are from using your mysterious remnants. You could turn them in the Halls of Heroes. So, and those of you that don't know Rune Arm, in order to use it, you have to hotbar that, and or not in order to use it, excuse me. You just have to see. I could turn this off here. This feat, it's automatically granted, but as you see, it's not recharging. I have to hit my Alt again for it to recharge. Or if I turn this on, I hit Alt, it automatically recharges. So it's nice having that on if you always want to run with it, because I get bonuses to my Rune Arm. Where is it? It's over here. Right here, Universal Spell Power. There you go, 40 universal spell power on tier 5. Just a standard basic feats. Alright, here we go. Insightful reflexes requires 13 intel to acquire it, and it adds your intelligence modifier to reflex staves instead of your dexterity modifier. So I got improved critical ranged weapon, power critical, weapon focused range. Meta magics, I took heighten, maximize, quicken. Definitely took quicken because I want this quickened here. I didn't hit always on. If I'm about to die and I'm, you know, ranging the guy, running backwards, and I need to heal, you know, I better heal. I better not fail my concentration check. So I acquired quicken mainly for that purpose, just for my healing. I mean, I use it on everything. It's all standard, and I have it turned on. But it's mainly the reason I got quicken was for my reconstruct and repairs. Because with quicken, if you don't know, you don't have a concentration check. You cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks. I didn't purchase any other proficiency. So the improved fortification that we already went over. I got mithril body. I did not know that. And this is an automatic Warforged trait right there. Immune to sleep, blah 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 blah. Range feats, improved oh, that's why I got the dex. That's right. So to start, I knew it was something. I knew I'd come across it 15 based on my dex. And then tomes will get me over that. I got +5, so I'd have basically a 20 that count for feats when I select feats. So that's how I got right here. It requires 19 dex, so I just put one extra in there just to make sure I had enough, or to get it at an earlier level even. That could be the reason. You have to get precise shot. Archer focus is nice to turn on if you're against a red name and no other trash. If you're trying to hit a whole bunch of guys, line them up, improve precise shot. Rapid reload and rapid shot. And I did get magical training once. Oh, wait, no. Magical training's the automatic granted one. Yeah, I get that one, and the was it mental toughness confused because they have the same picture. So I'm just gonna open everything up. I'll scroll through real quick one more time. I didn't get any proficiencies. Basic feats are the standard feats. Artificer feats, you get them as you level up. Okay, so here it is, and I'll just slowly scroll down so you can see. If you have to, you can pause it after the live stream's done. And that's that. Now here's my spell selection. Enhancement. Alright, so with that, I currently have a heroic True Heart of Wood. I bought those a while ago. I got quite a few of them on this tune when I farmed for it. I just put them on this tune. I wish I didn't because I took too many Not that I wouldn't use them, but now that I have to clear out my TR cache, that I'm running out of inventory room sometimes, depending on what items and things I have with scrolls. Yes, scrolls, most of them I could just pass. They're not bound. But there are some bound to character at the guild vendors. So, for those of you who don't know, the heroic True Heart of Wood is over this way into the 12. So, with the heroic True Heart of Wood, and I gotta get an epic heart, since I'm level 30 right now, 10 epic, I want to get an epic past life. I also want to get a heroic past life, and I can get both back to back. But if I were to use the heroic heart first, then what would happen is I would forfeit my epic past life. I would not get an epic past life. So I don't want to do that. Oops. Yeah, talk to Lar. I believe it's on the last page. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Oops, my bad. Tokens for augments. There we go. That's better. So last page here. Now, you want to be careful here. I thought they should have named it different, but they didn't. I messed up once before. Luckily, I had enough tokens of the 12. It takes 20 tokens of the 12. You could turn in the fragments here. 100 fragments gives you 1 token of the 12. So, and then 20 tokens of the 12 gives you a Heart of Wood or a heroic True Heart of Blood. So very different on the spelling. You just have a W here and a BL here. I just seen the heroic True Heart and I was just like, oh yeah, get it. I clicked on this one and I wanted to do a racial TR. So just be careful with that. Make sure you read it. Right here, if you go down, I can't scroll down, but if you go down a little bit, where is it here? Oh, it's in the first paragraph. So just read the first paragraph. It says proceed, or process of heroic true reincarnation. And then if you look here, the second paragraph, it says heroic racial reincarnation. It also does say it's still in the first paragraph right by my arrow on that line of heroic racial reincarnation. So blood is racial. Wood is just a normal heroic. So I clicked on that. That's how I got the heroic heart. And then you just hit trade. You choose how many you want based off of what you need and what ingredients you have. Now, if you don't know, when you run epic quests for end rewards, you get accommodations of valor. So basically, to get an epic heart, also same, I'm not going to get too much into it, but you can get an iconic heart, which I'm doing an epic TR, through these accommodations of valor. So double click on them. You open this up, and you can see all the goodies that you can buy. Now, you can, there's the iconic True Heart of Wood and the epic Heart of Wood. So you could use 4,200 combinations of valor to get either one. We're going to do the epic. I'm not going to get into the iconic. Also, once you hit level 30 and you complete an epic quest or legendary quest, you can get heart seeds. I believe it's, I forget, it's been so long. I think it's 2 heart seeds for the end reward. Now you could use the heart seeds to get an iconic heart or an epic heart 42. So you could trade in, let's say you have, yeah, I don't know, 40 heart seeds, and you need 2 more to get a heart. You can use, it would be 200 combinations of valor, get 2 more heart seeds, and get your heart that way. So I needed an epic heart. I don't have any heart seeds on me, but I do have the combinations of valor. So I'm going to just trade those in. And there's my epic heart. So, epic has a purple ring around the perimeter. The iconic, I'm pretty sure it's red. So it's nice that they changed the color on it. The racial, I want to say, is the same. It's yellow as the regular heroic Heart of Wood. I want to say that the picture's the same too. Don't quote me on that. I've actually had them not both side to side. They're side by side. Okay, leads to one more thing. My pet. I didn't spend any enhancements on my pet. I'll show you. I didn't even use my pet at all. So I had no enhancements. I got a docent and threw this docent on him because I want to test something here. I've been hearing, and I don't know if it was an issue and got fixed or what, but I heard if you keep items equipped on your pet and UTR, I heard you lose them altogether. No, there's the name. It's a +1. Has Evil Guard on it. It's weird. It changes the name. It's just called a docent when you equip it on him. So I'm going to leave it on him, and I'm going to see when I TR if it goes into my inventory or what. Because I'm curious to know if you lose items, because it would really suck if you lost a named item that had like a Mythic 4 on it. So here's the Hall of Heroes. I was standing on the bridge up here when I started the video, so it's basically right below that bridge in the marketplace. You can get it from the guild ship. You can get it from Evening Star and such too. So earlier I was talking about turning in the remnants. He's all the way over there. I got him targeted. So I'll show you guys that real quick since I'm here. Might as well. Remnant collector. Mysterious remnant. So right here, right start, first page, page 1. And I believe this guy's always here. There's another guy that pops up occasionally, a couple times a year or something. So magic resistance 1, then you can get the upgrade. You have to get the +1 to get the +2. So it'd be 12,000. Yeah, 12,500 to get a +2. So you have to buy both. Then you have physical resistance, range power, melee power, spell power, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, so now we're looking for Reincarnation Grove. Oh, there it is. So this is where you go when you want a TR. Doesn't matter what TR, even if you want a lesser reincarnate, this is where you do that. So this is what the window looks like. You can choose what type you want to do. Like I said, if you want the epic pass, so if you're level 30, you have to do an epic reincarnation first, and then you could do your heroic or your racial. So it returns me to level 20. You can select new feats and respec your character. You cannot choose a new class. You cannot choose a new alignment. You cannot. I'm trying to think here. You can choose all new spells, all new feats, stuff like that. So I want an epic, so I'm going to take my epic heart here. Then I got to select the destiny, which I got to actually look. That leads me to epic destinies. I forgot to mention, you need karma. I'm currently maxed on all my trees, so it doesn't matter. You need 6 million karma in that appropriate tree, the one that you want to get the feat from. and then once you epic TR, that karma goes to 0. It's 1 point in XP equals 1 point in karma. So it's pretty easy to get. What is it? 8 million some odd hundred. 8,800,000 from level 20 to 30. 8,200,000, something like that. So you got more than enough to get your karma up next if you want to keep doing epic TRs back to back. So I'm going to look to see what feats there are. You can hit the drop down, click on Divine, and I don't have any of the... Gee, I forgot what feat it is. Let's go check. So AC, so it's PRR. Oh, Power Over Life and Death. I've acquired that 3 times. That's the 3rd one here. So it doesn't even show up. Brace I've acquired 2 times. And then Black Energy I acquired once. It'd be nice if it told you here how many times so you don't have to look back and forth or highlight over. But I want to get Brace 3 times because that would give me then 3 to my saving throws. And then it, the passive, they all stack. All the passives stack between all of them. So as an Artificer, I'm not going to be blocking much, if at all. But the saves are going to help on any tune I'm going to be, so I'm going to get Brave. Before I do, just to mention, if you want to be an epic completionist, which gives you an extra Twist of Fate slot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to epic TR 3 times in each sphere. It doesn't matter. You could choose 1 of each. You could do 2 of one, 1 of another. You could do all 3 of one, but you have to do it 3 times. So I have 3 double shots. I have 3 crit energy. I have 3 brace. I have 3 Power Over Life and Death, plus the 2 brace and 1 block energy. So I have more than enough. So I am an epic completionist. So that doesn't determine my deciding factor on what feat I select now. So brace is definitely going to benefit me the best. So I'm going to choose that. So and it tells you all about it as you go. But real quick, I want to try to place your chosen heart of wood blue. Let me close out of that. Let me start over again. I'll show you what happens. So I'm going to take this heroic heart and put it in here, even though I selected epic, and it says right there, you need an epic heart of wood to proceed. So if you want to do a heroic TR and you accidentally grabbed a racial, it wouldn't let you put it in. So that's nice, so you don't waste the heart. I was glad to see that it rejects the heart if it's not the proper heart. So now what I do is I type my name in, your name as it is here. Not surname or anything like that, it's just your name. Then you... Love that. Then you confirm. Okay, now it says I'm ready to reincarnate. So now I have the new option at blah, 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 log out. So I'm all set. I purchased the scrolls that I want. I purchased wands that I wanted. Things like that because my haggle's a little bit higher. Before I do, I want to switch my epic destinies just to kind of show you guys hit points and saves and things like that when I swapped. I'm not going to change my Twists of Fate, but I'm just going to change my epic destiny. that took a minute. So, and I did have some gear I swapped out that I was not in Reaper. I was healing myself for over 4k on a crit. I gotta change my gear out, but reconstructs just like the heal spell. It's the same every time unless you crit, it doubles. Oops, wrong button, sorry. And I'm just not gonna crit. There we go. So, see how it doubled? 2292. But basically my trapping gear real quick. So I have 20 disabled device. So I can put that on. Plus 20 searches on there as well. I have this which increases my intelligence skills 6, which is disabled device and search. And dexterity skill, which is open lock, plus 6 as well. I forget what else I had. I think I had something else. I moved my hotbars around, but anyways, there's another 26 right there that I can increase from what you guys seen earlier in the upper 70s, and I think the 80 on my search. Okay, I lied. 74 on my search and 74 on disabled device. Plus there's, I had an item somewhere that's an insight bonus to them. But yeah, anyways, so you get it pretty high, and I didn't spend points in Destinies, I didn't spend any feats on it, none of that good stuff. But alright, so now I want to log out. My dog still has that dosing equipped, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what goes on there. And then here, you see the reincarnate button. I can click over here all I want. Nothing's happening. Love that. Hit reincarnate, and then what you do is you type your name in. And then you hit enter. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. You hit enter or confirm, one or the other. And just to show you guys, see, I can't be another class. It will not allow. So I have to be the same one I was when you epic team. Artificer, see how it's the only one there? Can't even iconic. So if I wanted an iconic TR at level 30, instead of taking an epic Heart of Wood and epic TRing, I would have to take a heroic Heart of Wood and turn myself at character creation right here. I'd have to turn myself into iconic. That's kind of how it works. Alright, so I max out Intel. I max out Con. I'm going to want the dexterity for the improved precise shot. Alright, I'm going to go down 1 in Con. So that way I get more dexterity for that. So remember, improved precise shot was +5. So 14 plus 5 on my tomes would give me 19. So a +5 tome applies now. It used to apply, I forget what level it was, 21 or something like that, but now it applies at level 11 and higher. So at level 11, improved precise shot I'd be able to get if I had all the other stuff in alignment or in a line, and I believe you need a base attack bonus of something for it too, I think. just going to look it up real quick. So improved precise shot. Yeah, you need 19 dexterity, base attack bonus of plus 11. You also need to get point blank shot and precise shot. So 11 to base attack bonus. Okay, so I got one down from the max on con being Warforged, because Warforged gets a bonus to con. So with the 1 point, I'm just going to get 1 point strength because I walk around with a lot of items and such like that, a lot of wands, a lot of scrolls, so it might weigh me down a little bit. So hopefully that 1 extra point will give me the ability to carry more weight when I need it. I'm definitely getting disable device. I definitely want open lock. Definitely want search. Now for my repair spell, right here, bottom of the first paragraph, also improves rust and repair based spell damage. Well, I read it backwards. It's repair and rust based spell damage. Same thing though. So I'm gonna get that. I want UMD. Negative to the jump. It is nice to have some jump. I'm not getting very much, but I'm going to get some. Okay, 8 more points. I am going to get Quicken. I don't know exactly when I'm going to get Quicken, so for now, I'm going to spend some points in concentration for the lower levels. Haggle's nice to have, but I do have my Haggle Tune. Spellcraft, so that's going to be every spell school. It's going to add 1 point of spellcraft. It's going to add 1 point to your damage in your spell school. So if I was doing all my electric based spells, I need to get some spellcraft. Spot, Spot's nice to have. It all just depends on your play style. I don't use it too much, and I'm not wisdom based, so I get kind of penalties to it anyways. Not penalties per se, because I get a full point in it, but I already started off with a negative because I'm not putting any points in wisdom. I'm probably not going to have in a year with wisdom on. When I level up, I'm not taking wisdom, so I'm not even going to bother with spot. I did spend all my points. Balance is nice as well, but no, I get half penalty. Maybe when I start leveling up, I might throw some points in balance. We'll see. Because when you get a tome, when you get another modifier based off of your tomes, you'll also get another point to spend in a different skill. Alright, so right off the bat, what I like to do... So my dexterity is a +2 on my modifier. My intelligence is a +4 on my modifier. If I don't get this feat now, I find that I forget about it. And I tend to not get it. So right off the start, I usually get insightful reflexes. Yes, there's a lot of other things that would benefit me a lot more right off the start, because this is only giving me 2 more to my reflex save by using my intel mod instead of my dex mod. But I like to get these right off the start. Otherwise, I forget. So there that is. Check the wrong one. So another good one, just like that, insightful reflexes, is force personality if you're charisma based, not wisdom. That's another nice one to get. I get that a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna get that right off the start. Zero spells. Let's see, I am a female, so I will, let's pick purple. Alright, and create. See, I can't change my surname, can't change my alignment. It all has to stay the same when you epic TR. So now I'm level 1. Now I enter. But wait. This is something here that I wish they would change. When you do an epic TR, you have to level up your toon to level 20. You get the XP for it, but you have to go to the trainer and level your toon to 20. So you have to select feats, you have to select skills, you have to select all that stuff. Which is annoying. They should do an automatic, hey, I want exactly what I had at what level I had. One click, boom, you're level 20. But no, they don't. Okay, so my UI layout looks kind of funky. So this is what you type to load a previous saved. If you want to save your layout, you just type, instead of putting the word load in there, you hit save, or type in save. I'll show you. So /UI space layout space load. Boom. But you have to make sure you save it before you TR. So if you want to save it, this is what you do. Now, with that being said, you could also save it and name it. So like if I wanted to hit, let's say I wanted this layout in particular to be Planky's, and I want my main Planky to be something different. What I could do is then after save, hit space and type in Planky, then hit enter. And then when I load it, I would have to hit UI space layout space load space Planky. So kind of like the throw that up there. So now when I move this back over, I'll just move it up here. Now I'm going to load that one. See how it put it right back to where I had it? I must have typed something wrong the first time. But okay, so when I do this, it unequipped all my gear except for my cosmetics and my quiver. I have 2 open slots. Hey, look at that. It does unequip the docent. So I would assume that it unequips the collar now. So that might have been just an old bug that they fixed. Which, good, I'm glad. So, as you can see, I'm burdened because my weight and all my gear. I'm going to talk to Life Shaper. Oh, look at that. 3.8 million. Maximum heroic XP achieved. So right here, they should change this, and they should have an option that you click, and it just puts you back to level 20 instead of having to level up one by one. So you see I have all the points. Now the nice thing about this is, let's say right now I want to do a heroic TR, but let's say I wanted to test something out at level 20. Let's say I wanted to, last time, oh crap, I didn't get Spellcraft, and I want to get Spellcraft, and I recorded my information down what I hit on Blast Rod at level 20 with a spell power of 400. So now you get this, and now maybe you'll have 415, 420, whatever spell power, and see how much more you do. You know, it's stuff like that you kind of test, which is nice. Now the sucky thing with being an Intel build, and my mistake, so I'm, real quick, I'm just choosing random stuff because I'm going to do a heroic TR right away, just so everybody knows, just to get it through quick. But when you lost track of where I was. Oh, being an Intel build, you get a lot more skill points, so I should have actually not put any points in Intel because I don't want to test anything. I know I want a TR right away. And yeah, that's another thing. You're not seeing any spells when I level up as an Artificer. Oh wait, dude, don't get Intel. Let's just get Constitution. I don't want an extra modifier. I already got 9 points to spend. So there's no spells there because I acquired all the spells from doing a whole bunch of epic TRs in a row. I forget how many I did. I don't know if it was like 5, 6. There's plenty of epic XP. Some people go, you know, 1 to 30 epic TR, heroic TR. Some people stay epics for 2 lives or 3 lives. I did at one point in time before a lot of these new packs a couple years ago on my main. I think I epic TR'd 8 times in a row, and I did not, with bravery bonus and stuff, there was just so much XP, I did not miss anything. You know, I wasn't struggling to find XP because I did every single quest. But with the spells, I know, sorry, I kind of jump back and forth a lot. So with the spells, Artificers get the Inscribe Artificer Scroll. So if you have a scroll and you use it, you can inscribe it to your spell book. So if you look at my spell page, I have every single spell 1 active here, or not active, but in a passive state here that I could select from when I go to a trader or right after I shrine. So through epic TRing, it stays. But when you heroic TR, you lose all that. So you would have to inscribe the scrolls again and or learn the scrolls as you level up. So like I said before, I'm just doing random. I'm just trying to get... I'm just trying to get to level 20 so that way I can heroic TR. Couple spells I didn't take. There you go. Level 4. So in level 1, 2, 3, I inscribed them all. So what I just posted in the live stream chat right there was a link to DDO Wiki. It's a link to the reincarnation page. So in that link it has how to do lesser reincarnations, heroic reincarnations, iconic reincarnations, epics, I already said iconic, I think, racials. It has it all in there. Some of the reading's a little weird how they word it, but it's all right there. Oh yeah, class feats, that's nice. So that's also nice with the Artificer, you get the class feat. So yeah, I could go fleshy and use the curative admixture and stuff. I've never tried it. Ross Assassin tried that. He loves that build, and I'm not bashing it by any means, but he said that with that you cannot quicken the potion throwing, and he says it takes a couple seconds to actually throw it and get healed. So I kind of frowned on that, because I know Reconstruct, I can get my repair up there. I got the ring from the Master Artificer for repair spell school and all that. So I know I could heal myself semi-decent, probably even on Reaper 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if I'm going to be throwing many spells at all, other than buffs and repairs. So that's kind of why I want to stick with Warforged when I build them. Or her, I should say. Level 17, almost there, guys. Alright, I do not want to spend my action points because I want to get raid on it. I want a TR. I want to do a heroic TR. There's nothing I want to check out, nothing I want to do. I don't really need anything else, so. Go right back into Reincarnation Grove. Slide this over so you guys can see. So, now, as far as my feats go, if you remember my past life epics, now I have 3 times acquired brace. Yay! Yeah, I gotta update that. I'll do that later. I like to keep a bio of all my past lives. Just makes it a little easier to read and such. Alright, so now I want to get the Could do a racial TR at this point in time, but I want to do a heroic. I want to get the past life of the artificer. There's my heroic heart. So new characters start at level 1 or 15 if being reborn is an iconic hero. So I'm going to do level 1. So it tells you right here your build points, your new life, artificer. So 1 bonus to all intelligence-based skills and UMD skill. That's really nice to have. I love using UMD. Can be stacked up to 3 times. So as far as skills go, intelligence, disable device. The repair is also intel. Search is intel. Spellcraft is intel. Believe that's it. Yep. And then 1 more point in UMD. That sounds good to me. So, and as you can see, if you type in the wrong name, you can't confirm it, which is also interesting. Alright, now same deal. This is log out. So, that's kind of why I wish in that reincarnation. I don't know if that area is called Reincarnation Grove. I should have looked, but that's why going from level 1 to 20. I wish there was just a 1-click, just select anything, or even have the yeah, I don't know, do something different with it. Same deal as before. Hit the reincarnate. Darn it all! Hit the reincarnate. Alright, so I want to be an artificer again because I want to show you guys traps, and I do not like melee. Ranged is okay, in my opinion. I mean, hey, if you like melee, that's more power to you. It's just not me. Even though I TR'd my main into Purple Dragon Knight, 15 level fighter, I did try something new. I'm trying to go full tank on him. That's Planky. I'm kind of more of a purist type guy. I like going 20 in the class that I choose. So right here, I am going to be Warforged. Hey, look at that, purple, same as I was before. There we have it. 14 plus 5 tomes take effect, level 11. So at level 11, I will have 19 dex. As soon as I get that 11 base attack bonus, I will be able to take improved precise shot. But I gotta make sure I have point blank shot and precise shot. One extra point here. Like I said, I sometimes just put the 1 point in the strength because the whole burden thing. This time I don't know. I think I'm gonna go. It's toss up because charisma will give me. It could give me another modifier for